Hey everybody, it's Miss Labbe. I just wanted to create a video myself of an activity that I'd like for you to work on this week for kindergarten, first and second grade. All you're gonna need for this activity is a piece of paper. Doesn't even have to be white paper. It can be any color paper, and you may want to pull up some pictures of bugs, maybe your favorite bug or insect, or butterflies or anything that you're seeing out in nature right now in the bug world. So my favorite insect is a firefly or a lightning bug, depending on where you come from. And what I'd like for you to think about when you're drawing your insect, and I'll actually give you some other photographs that you can look at that will be in the Google slide. But an insect body has actually three parts to it. They have a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. And with the firefly has wings. So the wings are actually covering part of the body, so you can't see the thorax and the abdomen separately. But I'm going to just talk about the different shapes that make up this insect, and I'm going to draw a big insect on my paper right here, just with my pencil. So I'm going to look at the shape of the head. The head looks like it is like a half circle or half oval. So I'm going to start with that, draw a half circle, half oval, nice and big on my paper. And then I'm going to look at the shape of the body. It looks like you can see part of the thorax or the neck, like right in this space. So it almost looks like I have a little bit of an oval connecting the head and the thorax, or the wings, or the head and the abdomen. So I'm gonna look at this shape right now, and this looks like a really long, almost an oval, but it's straight on the side. So I'm gonna draw this big oval like this. And I can see that this insect, normally insects have how many legs? 6, you're right. So instead of just drawing the legs as zigzag lines or lines like that, I'm actually going to make these legs into rectangles so that they look like they have a front and a back side or sides. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to start with a zigzag line, but then I'm going to turn the zigzag into rectangles. And sometimes insects even have these little toes. If you want to get really detailed, if you find a really detailed picture, you might be able to see more details in your insect. It depends on the insect that you want to draw, but ladybugs, or if you wanted to do a spider, but a spider has a different amount of legs, so you might want to check that out. Spider has 8 legs. And then I'm going to draw 6 legs total for my insect, my firefly. And your legs don't even have to go the same direction. They can be a little bit different. And I'm going to make all of these into rectangles. And you don't have to draw a firefly. You can pick whichever kind of insect you like. Now, your insect can be a little bit imaginary. So the firefly has this line that separates the wings. But if you wanted to, you could design your insect to have some different patterns on the back if you wanted to. So your insect can be a little bit imaginary. If you wanted to create a different kind of pattern on this side, you could do that too. And I've got my antennae. And again, I'm going to do the same thing I did with my legs. I'm going to give it 2 sides for the antennae. It almost looks like this antennae is like twisted, like a little twist tie that comes on the bread bag. And then I've got some really cool patterns. I can't make them out exactly in this picture, but it looks like, reminds me of spirals. And then this guy has maybe just a little bit of a black spot. And then I see another line over here creating another part of the design. At this point, if you wanted to, you could take your Sharpie or a marker or colored pencils or paint. You could do whatever you would like. Remember, if you wanted to use Sharpie, if you're going to do, if you want to paint with watercolor, I would use a Sharpie versus a Crayola marker, because Sharpies will not run when they get wet if you're going to do watercolor on top. But you could take your Sharpie and you could outline your pencil lines. And I'm not going to do my whole picture because you know how I like to let you guys get a lot of time into work. So I'm going to leave my picture just like this. You can post your pictures to Artsonia under your grade level and 2020 for the year as the project, and you could do both. Your parents can help you upload your picture to our Facebook group called Arts at Catoctin ES, or you can have your parents help you email me your pictures just so I can see what you came up with. But make sure you color them. And again, the colors can be imaginary. They don't have to be the colors that you see in a photo, but you can pull up a photo on your tablet, and I'm also going to attach a sheet of pictures of bugs so that you can look at those on your iPads and Chromebooks. So I can't wait to see what you do. Have a great day.